What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? It's your boy G Waterz. We're back with another episode of Soul of the Streets. This episode, we have the talented, the gifted Mr. Marcus Devine. Thank you so much, brother, for blessing the platform.
Man, thank you for having me, bro.
My pleasure, man. You are a musician, singer. I mean, your bio just speaks music.
Yes, sir.
Great music. I mean, you work with a lot of my favorites.
Wow.
Started with Aaliyah, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, rest in peace to the baby girl.
Yes, sir.
How did you get your start? Like, what was your introduction to this journey?
Definitely like a lot of people, in the church,
Okay.
with my mom. My mom and my dad, they were in singing groups, gospel quartet groups growing up. So I got a chance to travel with them and follow them around. And I was drawn to the bass guitar when I was little, you know what I mean? So their bass guitar player used to, my godmother bought me a guitar, but I was too little to play. But I wanted them to plug my guitar up, when they on stage too. I'm up there with them. And so what he used to do, he used to take my cord and tie it to the top of the amp. So it'd be like they playing and like I was playing. But the older I got, that wasn't working. So my mom said one time, I was like, no, plug it up. So
it was like bass syncing, like bass syncing, like lip syncing, bass syncing.
Basically, yeah, I was bass syncing, but it was a good lead guitar at the time. But I wanted to play bass. But when I cried, was like, yo, man, I can't hear it. That's what my mom said, and said he had to plug it up. So while they're up there trying to sing to the people, you could hear my guitar cling, 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 cling.
Oh my God.
So that was my introductory, my mom definitely, she taught me how to play bass. So really, she the first person who taught me how to play the first thing I ever learned on bass.
So your mom's a musician as well?
Well, she knew how to play a couple things on bass, and she just taught me what she knew, and I took it from there. Yeah, the bass player had taught us some stuff. So, but yeah, my mom, man, church was where it started for me,
I can hear it. Like
definitely.
You hear the anointing all in the single, The Greatest Show. I mean, the chords, the musicianship, the vocals. I mean, you are up there with the greats like Dave Hollister and all those.
Yeah, that's my family.
Yeah, y'all should do a group. Y'all sound like y'all could be in the mix.
Yeah, we worked together. I produced 3-4 songs on one of his projects. Yeah, like that's family. Dope. Yeah, that's family for real.
Yeah, it should be. Y'all like first cousins in the music.
Right.
Nice. So how did you come to being a musical director? Because
I started with plays. That's where the music director journey started.
Okay.
A play called Why Good Girls Like Bad Boys. I was like 23, I think I was, when I got that gig. The original music director quit because he wasn't making enough money. They wouldn't give him a raise, and a lady called me crying. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, and I was like, I got you. Mind you, I don't know what the hell I'm about to do. I don't know. But I'm like, I got you, and I stepped into that role at 23, and it took off from there. And I've been able to work with some of the best people in the world.
Hey, in that play, did they ever answer the question?
Huh?
In that play, did they ever answer the question of the title of the play?
Nah, man, you can't answer that. They don't because they don't know why. The girls don't know why.
Never ending question.
They like Bad Boys, but by the time it's all said and done, they come around to the knowledge of like, yo, that ain't what I need. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's definitely all the adventure. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I mean, you work with from Charlie Wilson. Let's see, Ashanti, another one of my favorites. Charlie Wilson as well. Like, what's some of the lessons that you've learned from a lot of these greats, these legends?
Man, discipline. Especially from Charlie Wilson. Like, you know what I mean? He's been through a lot. You know what I mean? So.
Right.
And he don't mind sharing his story, especially with people close to him. He'll tell his drug story to anybody, but it's sitting next to him getting those in-depth stories where, his thing is he wish he would have stayed focused, so it ain't always the lesson of what they did right. Sometimes it could be what they did wrong. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So drugs has never been an issue of mine. You know, I was never the producer that needed to be high while I created. You know, hey, everybody do what they do. I'm not knocking
Right.
what nobody do, but that being able to be around people like that that actually had a story, I was able to learn from the story. So not it wasn't always what they said. Sometimes it was the way they handled things, and they were able to bounce back and rebound and be like, okay,
Right.
I don't
Cause
need.
he's had a amazing journey, amazing
Oh
story.
man, crazy,
One of the
crazy.
greatest.
Yeah, one of my favorite people in the industry. That's my top number one favorite person in this industry.
Oh man, I can see why. I can see why. He's got outside of the classic. You just tell that his energy is always genuine and stuff. It's
Yeah, and
dope.
when my father passed, he was there for me. We literally talked every single day.
Really.
Yeah, he called me when I say the first phone call every day was Charlie Wilson. I'm just calling to check on you. And this happened. This went on for like about a month. Like you know what I mean. So that's he gonna always be at the top of my list.
Yeah. That's dope. That's dope. I mean, it's not too many people have those type of calls and type of people that they can call on. That really mean something to them.
Yeah, I'm grateful, man. Super
That's
grateful.
that's what's up. So Marcus Devine, the artist. What are we to expect from this brand here?
Just great songs, honest songs. Some some embarrassing songs. When I say that, I'm like some things. We always try to look good, and sometimes life ain't always looking good. Like you know what I mean. But like I was saying, even about Charlie, life not looking good, but there are lessons to be learned. So my thing is, my music should be more like therapy. You don't have
Mm-hmm.
to. You don't have to put your hand in the fire to know it's hot. So
Right.
if I could say something that can make you be like, well, I'm not gonna go that route. I'm gonna go this route. So my music, I say just look for therapeutic music. I guess that's the
Right.
best way to put it.
With you working with all these different artists, being a musical director, and that like to have the singing the greatest show makes sense. So did that title inspire? Well, did your journey inspire the title, like working with different people, or did that song just have a totally different
Oh, it's a
way
totally
of
different
coming
meaning.
together?
Yeah, it's a totally different meaning. The greatest show, as far as the song is contained. I mean, as far as the song goes, it's about the bedroom, the bed being your stage, and you perform, and that's where the greatest show happens on this particular song.
Right. Okay.
You know,
Okay.
you know what I mean. But the cool thing about it is when you come to my live show, it ends up being one of the greatest shows that you sing.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I wondered if it had a double meaning. Like I know the song speaks.
I never thought about it till you just asked, so that's why. That's why I just said it. I didn't think about it.
After working with all these people, it's only right that you are part of the greatest show.
I agree. I agree.
So that's dope. That the music speaks to it without you even knowing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What are some of the lessons you learned from Ashanti?
Um, I don't. I don't know any lessons.
Not and that's but like I don't know lessons because you after working with Charlie, it's
Yeah, like
no real lessons. But I know every artist is different and may have a
and I'm the big
different.
brother though. See, I'm the big brother to a lot of these artists. There are a lot of I'm older than most of the artists that I perform for or that I
Okay.
music direct for. You know what I mean? So I'm the big brother to a lot of them. So,
Okay.
but just being around them, watching their energy, things not even so much learn, but things I could keep implementing or stay consistent. Like Ashanti, she walked through the building, she's going to speak to everybody.
Okay.
So those are things you go, okay, because I do that anyway. Like I'm the same with everybody, whether it's the security person at the door, the dude who just brought water in my dressing room. I'm nice to everybody. So
Okay.
things like that makes me stay in that flow. Okay, she's huge. If she can do it, you could continue to do it also.
Facts.
So
Facts.
stuff like
Facts.
that.
You also work with Kelly Price.
Oh yeah.
She's another great one.
Oh yeah.
What was your experience working with Miss Price?
Well, she's one of the best vocals of our time. Like she's the best vocalist of our time. And watching her in sound check, like people see her at the show and be like, "Oh my God, she was singing." To me, sound check was always the favorite part of the day for me because there is no audience, so she's trying things that she normally wouldn't try in front of people. So I get to be front row, and she's turning around looking at me when she hits something dope, and I'm like, yeah, like so that energy doesn't always happen, don't translate when there's 30,000 people in the room because she got to be more focused and on her thing. But in sound check, I'm free. The music is feeling good. Let me see. And Charlie Wilson, same thing. I love Charlie more in sound check than I do at the show.
Wow.
Because he's having fun,
Right.
sound checking. So yeah, that's one of the great things I like about working with Kelly.
Yeah. Any stories? You've done background for Aaliyah, and she's we gave props to her at the beginning. But any Aaliyah stories that you can share with her fans?
Yep, I got one. Now that's one of the sweetest people I've ever worked with in this business. I'm looking
I can imagine.
And we was getting ready for the tour, and I had on this jersey, and she walked up to me like, "Oh, Marcus, where you get that jersey from?" I was like, "I bought it. I forgot where I bought it from." She said, "I like that." I said, "You want one?" She said, "Yeah." This jersey right here. Hold on, let me see. It's a little light, but you probably can't focus on it. But she got on the jersey in this picture.
Okay.
Yeah, but and what happened was, for her right before the show, I walked in her dressing room and I gave her the jersey, and she did a photo shoot for Vibe magazine, and that's the picture from the photo shoot. She wore the jersey that I bought her in the picture for Vibe magazine.
Oh, dope! So we can pull that up easy.
Yeah,
we can pull that up.
Yep. So
she was amazing. Like her energy. I mean, she was the beginning of that whole like the trio with Monica and Brandy. Like she started the thing off.
Yeah,
like,
she did.
It's just amazing that I'm sorry that we lost it so early, man. That was very sad day. Very sad day.
Yeah.
But for you to be able to work with her, that's a blessing, So
yeah,
God bless you for keeping her, keeping her good and holding her down while she was here.
Yes, sir.
In the midst of that, you've been able to work with many more people and hold them down.
Yeah.
What can we expect from this project that you're working on?
Like I said earlier, more therapeutic music, honest music. It's called I Love My Life. Mm-hmm. And that's my hashtag I put on everything that I put online because I do love my life, whether good, bad, I don't care what's going on. It's still mine.
Right,
you know what I mean? So I love my life. So it's very different levels of the relationships, life situations. I think people gonna see themselves in a lot of the records. You know what I mean? So that's basically it.
You have a release date for it?
No. I did, and social media's, that things happen on social media. They disabled my accounts. I lost thousands and thousands of followers, so I'm starting over. So that pushed it back because it don't make no sense to who am I promo to if there's you lose a lot of followers. So now I'm rebuilding. Hopefully they reinstate my pages, and the sooner they do that, the sooner it's released because it's 95% done.
Okay. What was the how long it took to record it?
I would give myself about a year and some change, just because once I started, man, I was flowing. But then tour season started. I started going out, so I had to slow down. So I would say about a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you enjoy more, being on tour as a musical director, background singer, or as a lead artist?
Ooh, that's different. They all feel good to me. But right now I would say the lead artist. I'm gonna go with that. You know what I mean? Because being the lead artist, I still get to be all those things you just named. So I'm gonna go with the lead artist because even I still put my own show together. Right. I still program my own show. So I still get to do all those things, but it's for Marcus Devine as opposed to Bobby Valentino or Lori.
Right. Oh yeah, that was another one. Oh my God, Bobby V.
Oh yeah. Now the list is crazy. That's why I say I'm grateful, man. I love my life. My list, and I tell people my truth sounds braggadocious, and I'm not bragging. Like
exactly. What I mean? It is what it is. Like you work hard,
you
work hard, you celebrate harder. So you put in the work, you're gonna be blessed.
Right.
What would you say allowed you to be amongst all these greats? Was your work ethic, talent, like what all those things? Like what was your first break?
Ooh, I think you answered it. I think it's all those things. I don't think one thing makes it happen. I think one thing is preparation, always being ready. That statement that people like, if you're always ready, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Right.
People say that, just say it, but that is so true. Like, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. And even with the Aaliyah thing, I went to rehearsal with my friend, my best friend, and he was like, yo, come and go to rehearsal with me. He was playing keys for Aaliyah. I was just there. I wasn't even supposed to be there to sing. But because I pay attention, I'm always paying attention to what's going on around me, taking in notes and harmony. As they're rehearsing, the music director looks out and be like, hey, yo, Marcus, come and sing this note, because the guy who was supposed to be there decided he didn't want to come to rehearsal that day.
What? What tour was this?
This was the very first tour.
Oh my God.
Yeah, AJ Number But a Number, all that stuff.
You was at the very beginning.
Yeah, the very first tour. She was 16 years old.
Oh my God.
The jersey I gave her is for her 16th birthday. Like, this is the very beginning. So I was there, and he called me up. I sung the note. She walked in, like, I could see her point and go, like, who is that? And they was like, that's Marcus Devine. And she did her head just like this, like, ooh, I like him. She did just like that. And from that point on, the rest was history. They got rid of the other guy. And
as they should have. Shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So were you on the road with her when Tank? Or that was afterwards?
No, that was after me.
Okay.
Well,
you laid the groundwork.
I always make a little joke. I'd be like, if it wasn't for me, Tank wouldn't ever be Tank. You know what I mean? And that's my brother. I'm just talking, but that's my brother. But I tell people, had I stuck it out and stayed there, it wouldn't have been no room. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I had to go move on and do other stuff.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. So do you think what do you feel that the state of R&B is right now for the type of music that we're used to listening to on our radios? How do you feel about the state of R&B music today?
I think it's a great state, and the reason being, I'm not the old bitter R&B artist, who don't embrace new things. I think we were new to the people before us. You know what I mean?
Right.
They were new to the people before them. Like, it constantly changed. And I think if you hold on to, this ain't what it used to be, nothing is what it used to be. Everything changed, everything get better. And when you stay stuck in that, not being able to embrace what's new, you don't get a chance to see and enjoy, the newness, the things that can actually make you better. I look at all the new vibes of R&B. I'm still me, and I learned how to implement those little things into my music to just better and further my music.
Who are some of the people you're listening to now? That's new.
This guy named Vito. I don't know if you heard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love Vito.
Vito, Janet just reposted him doing one of her songs, I believe.
Yeah, Eric Bellinger.
Nice. Okay.
Money Long.
Yeah.
Coco Jones. Like, I love everybody, bro. Everybody. Her is my all-time favorite right now. Like, you know what I mean?
She's dope.
Yeah, she's special. She's in a whole category by herself to me. But yeah, I love it all, man.
Who are some of your influences musically overall?
Well, number one, top of the list, Teddy Riley. There is no Marcus Devine without Teddy Riley. I tell everybody that.
Why you say that? Why is that?
His sonics, just the drums, the mixes, all of that. But it's not just, it's him. I tell people, if you was to make a Frankenstein of Marcus Devine, all you had to do is take Teddy Riley and Devontae from Jodeci, mix them together, and you got me. Sprinkle in a little Rodney Jerkins, and that'll be
that funk. So you got the grooves. So on your project, it's gonna be some grooves of Marcus jams.
Yeah, well, no, I ain't go that far, Teddy. But this project is actually different. I didn't want to overproduce it. I wanted the songs and what I'm talking about to stick out more than my musicality, what I could do. I think a lot of times we overproduce records and then go over the audience because you may have done a dope chord or a dope something. They miss that. And that's what you focusing on. Sometimes, this particular time, I want what I'm talking about to be the star.
Okay. Well, the vocals is bananas. So, like, how you said Charlie Wilson is one of your top people in the game. Is who else is some of your vocal influences?
You named them already all day. Dave Hollister, that's my big brother. Tank.
Okay.
He's my little brother, but I still,
I get it.
I'm inspired by him. Joe is number one.
Oh
So
man.
so let me make everybody say that's number one over everybody.
All right. I sang background for Joe on his doing the Don't Want to Be a Player days.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that he definitely is one of the greats for sure,
Yeah.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah, so that's my number one. Yeah, those would be my top. I can stop right there. Those would be my top.
Yeah, that's enough. That's enough right there. I was expecting to hear like because normally people that know that sing as great as you, I hear
Donny
they say
Hathaway and
Johnny
Stevie
Hathaway,
Wonder.
Stevie Wonder.
That's why I didn't name because those are given. Why? We ain't nothing to talk about because everybody else I name is
Right.
they're
Listen to
they're
them.
influences too. Like you know what I mean? So
Right, right, right. Did you get to check out that Luther
I
documentary?
have no. I was always moving around every time it came on. I haven't seen
Oh,
it.
okay.
Hmm.
No, it
I heard
was
it was
dope.
good though.
Yeah, it was dope to see it. I love how the musicianship from the background singers and the band members come together and celebrated him and stuff like that.
Okay.
I'm trying to. Cause I could probably talk to you forever because you just got so much,
Hey, let's. I feel you. I'm with it, bro. I ain't in no rush.
so much history, so much history. Like, what would be your ultimate collab R&B?
Brandy, it's easy. We ain't going. We ain't got to spend all day. Marcus Devine and Brandy would be magical.
What album of Brandy or what song of Brandy made
Full
that?
Moon. I ain't even gotta let you finish.
Oh man,
Full Moon.
that album alone, right? It's fire.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
yeah. That would be that's my top of the list. And then number two would be Faith Evans. I actually worked with her already,
Uh huh.
but I would love to do a whole project on Faith to go through different levels of Faith. You know what I'm saying?
What's your favorite Faith album?
Um, my favorite is the first one.
Yeah,
That's my favorite. You know what I mean? I like all of them, but it's something about that first record. You can put it on today, and that thing still warm your heart
yeah.
up. You know what I mean?
That track, that bonus cut, Reasons. That song is fire. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's man. Listen, that's one of my favorite. She's so smart vocally, bro. Like I remember it was a song. I think it was her, Coco, Lil Mo. All of them was on this song together. Everybody, Faith kept sneaking right in that mid range, hitting them. You like, how are you knowing where to hit these? Like it was so crazy, dude. Like an assassin, bro. She man.
Well, I gotta ask this question, not for no shock value or anything. I'm just curious because I know I could just tell that you music, 100%,
Hmm.
and you work with Aaliyah. Like, did you ever get a chance to be in the presence of R. Kelly and his musicianship during that time?
Not with her, but I've been in the studio with him before, but not with her.
Okay, what was that journey that experience like? Because he's a musical genius. I
No,
don't care what's
he
going on.
listen, bro. I don't even justify. Listen, R. Kelly is a part of my life, just like a lot of people. You know, he is a lot of part of people. I mean, a part of a lot of people's lives that don't want to embrace it. For me,
Right,
hey, a lot of the R&B that I reach back to and feel good that's created the R&B that's in me, he did it.
that's a fact.
I ain't got nothing to do with after.
Nothing at
Listen,
all.
once I press stop, anything after that don't matter to me. I ain't got nothing to do with what he do, you know, after that. So
That's a fact. That's a fact. What project did you work on with Dave? I want to go back and check that out.
it's a gospel record. It's called
You know, hey, we love the Lord over here.
Witness Protection.
Witness protect. Okay.
I did the first song. I did a song called Church, Calm the Seas, and I forgot the first song. I forgot the name of the first song. But it's the
Okay.
very first thing that come on. It's an interlude that come on when you first the record come on. So
We're gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into that on a Sunday, on a good Sunday morning.
yeah.
You know, and then you got these shades that you wear that slick. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
oh yeah, oh yeah. Got it. What else?
What was the inspiration behind the shades?
Cause man, I got about 1,000 pair of shades, bro. And I was like, I'm tired of paying all this money, you know, for different shades. Cause I wear
Mm-hmm.
shades all the time. Or when I say all the time, and my wife had put out her own eyelash line, and I'm like, yo, show me how to do that. Send me some vendors. So I started reaching out to these different vendors. They were sending me prototypes, and I'm like, nah, that ain't me. That don't look like me. That don't look like me. And then I came across my first pair, not these, but the
Mm-hmm.
first pair that I ordered, and I'm like, these is if they was light. So I sent them to Teddy Riley. He was like, "Ooh, little bro, these feel good on my face. I can wear them all day." So I ended up,
he's a shade king too.
yeah. Well, actually, we were working on a shades line with him through me, but
Okay.
the pandemic happened and it toured all that. A lot of the vendors shut down because everybody lost money during that process. You know
That
what I
damn
mean?
gimmick.
Yeah, well, we ain't gonna even get into that, bro. That's something totally because that could take up another hour the way I
Yeah, I
feel
know
about
it.
that thing. But yeah, so I just started selling them, and that's how I made it through the demic with my sunglasses. I paid for my wedding. I got married in the middle of the pandemic. I
Okay,
paid for my
right.
wedding. Everybody stopped paying their rent. Remember, they was like, you don't have to pay your rent until we
Right,
get through
right,
this.
right,
I
right.
told my wife, no, we ain't gonna do that because what they're gonna do is on the back end, they're gonna double up all those months you didn't pay, and a lot of people lost their homes. That's the part that people don't talk about. You know what I mean?
Mm.
That couldn't pay their rent, that who didn't pay their rent during that time. You know what I mean? So that's helped me to keep my bills going, my saves, everything. So I'm so grateful, man.
Passive income. I tell you, ain't nothing like it.
Nothing.
Nothing like it. Was it a hard thing to develop the shades?
Not at all. Once I picked and found the ones I like, I
Mm-hmm.
sent we worked on the art, the logo, which is nothing but my signature. I,
Right.
I worked on the logo, sent it, and they started sending them back. And because of my years in the industry, they sold they sell.
Okay.
If I got Coco from SWV taking
Oh, I
pictures
love
from me.
Coco.
Yeah,
Uh,
her, Bobby V, Lloyd, like all my artist friends. I got pictures of Charlie Wilson. I got everybody wearing Marcus Devine glasses. So that was easy. They started selling themselves.
yeah, that's dope. Coco's son Jay, I've interviewed him on the show. He's
Oh
dope
yeah,
too.
nephew. Yeah, I love
He's doing his
that.
thing.
Yeah, proud of him.
Yes, definitely, definitely. I mean, the journey is amazing. Like, what advice would you give someone trying to have just a little bit of the success that you've been able to accomplish? What advice would you say to someone trying to make that happen?
Let your success be your success. Not look at me or look at Jay-Z and measure yourself by somebody else. You gotta understand what you do is what helps you get what you get. If you ain't
Hmm.
putting the time in, you're not gonna get what you're looking for. You know what I mean? But we look at everybody else like I'm putting out records. Why I ain't like such and such? Because that ain't your role. Something you doing didn't line you up with that situation, or and
Right,
you just have to embrace that. And that's why I be like I love my life because what I've done got me to where I am right now. And that's not even saying I'm where I want to be. So that means I got
right.
to push harder to get to where I want to be. So that's what I would tell them. Be happy and content with what you do, your work. What your work pay you, be happy with that.
Nice, nice. What are some of the don'ts you would say?
Don't um don't be anxious for nothing. So we're gonna go back to the Bible. The Bible tell you that. Be anxious for nothing. You know what I mean? But so don't be desperate for anything. Don't make no deals in the state of desperation because
Mm.
you will hate yourself later because you will accept anything in the state of desperation.
What would you say it was some of your trials in coming into this game? Like what would you say?
Um, trusting, trusting too much. Like, you know what I mean? I got in situations, I'm not going to talk about them because I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
going to give them no shine, but I trusted people that I thought was friends and I didn't handle business based upon what I thought they were to me.
Gotcha,
You
gotcha.
know what I
Okay.
mean? And I should have just, no, I don't care if you're my mama. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. So we shouldn't have a problem putting our John Hancock on this paper if we mean the best to each other.
That's
Don't
a
be,
fact.
don't be afraid of the paperwork. And a lot of times we don't want to do paperwork for the fear of offending somebody. But if they're offended by paperwork, they plan to do you wrong anyway.
Okay. Okay. So, what would you say your biggest lesson has been on this
What I
journey?
what I just said, that would be my
Just
biggest. That's the biggest one. That's the biggest one because that take care of a whole lot of stuff.
that's
You know,
yeah. Facts,
you
facts,
know what
facts,
I mean.
facts.
So,
No, that's a big facts. Well, man, this has been a pleasure. Just going through your journey and the different people. You also work with Escape. What was that experience like?
no, well, that's family. Yeah, Tasha them, that's family. I actually had a ball, man, because they trust me. Like I love artists. It's gonna be Marcus. You tell us what we doing. when they do that, I get a superpower, man. So that was one of my favorite things about them. They let me do what I needed to do.
Okay. So basically, you would say like the trust is a big factor in it all. Like if an
Yeah,
artist trusts you, the sky's the limit on what you could possibly do.
yeah, because a lot of times they bring you in, well, I want to this, I want to this, and it's all based on something that happened before. So really,
Mm-hmm.
what you want me to be is the other dudes you had before me. You know what I mean?
Oh, right.
And
Okay,
and
okay.
and,
Can you
and I,
be him? But then once you get there, you can get that job. But then you see
yeah,
what else you can add to it to make it better and
yeah.
make others.
But
Okay.
but I don't like stepping in nobody's shoes trying to fix or do what they did, because you know what I'm trying to say. Because now
Yeah.
I'm not being me, and the worst place to ever have me is in a non-creative place. I don't care what I'm doing. If you tie my hands, like there's no amount of money to make me not be creative. Like you can't say, "Well, I paid you. Do it like this." That's the quickest way
Right.
for
Yeah.
me. That's the quickest way for me to hand your money back.
No, I understand that. Yeah, because create. I mean, that's why we're here to be creative. So it's
Yes,
like
sir.
if you stifle someone's creativity, then the gig is over. No matter how much
Yeah,
you're paying.
that's like putting your hands around their throat. You know what I mean? Stopping their win, the air. So
That's a fact. That's a fact. So how can people find you on social media?
at well, my new Instagram page is the Heat Misers. New page DAHEATMIZERS underscore new underscore page, and then Facebook is Marcus the Heat Miser Devine.
Okay, you on Twitter X now that
Nah, I don't hang out over there, bro. There'd be a lot going on over there. That's a new porno site and everything over there,
Oh
bro.
my
I don't,
God.
I don't even hang out over there no more.
Okay, got you. Well, this has been a pleasure, man. I'm looking for. I'll definitely be supporting the greatest show on the solar streets. Thank you so much for sharing part of your story and some giving us some encouraging words, some wisdom. You know, this being a good brother. This is going to be the show that starts off. Um, well, it's going to be the second show that's in Black History Month. So,
Oh wow.
you know what I'm saying? So it's an honor to speak to someone who's touched and worked with a lot of the greats of our culture, and looking forward to all the greatness that you continue to provide us within the culture. Is there
Thank you,
anything?
bro.
Is there anything that I mean? I know you said there's a lot more that you want to do, but is there anything you can name that you would like to see yourself in like 6 months? You have a 6 month goal for yourself?
Yeah, actually, on more festivals, I want to do more live shows as Marcus Devine. I want to do a lot of these festivals. The Friends, if they come back with the Friends of Lovers Festival, like those,
Yeah.
because even though I'm a new artist, I've put together a lot of shows, and my show right now, I think, will compete with a lot of different people's shows. So I would love to do a lot more
And the
shows.
show, you did the Millennium Tour too.
Oh yeah, I was the music director for all three Millennium Tours. Yep.
Sheesh. And the first, it's only been three, right?
Three, yeah, and the second one won the Billboard Award. Yep.
Right. 'Cause I think I went to the first two. Which one had when Neo and Sierra opened up for it? I mean, headlined it.
Oh no, Neo, not the Millennium Tour. They never did that. The first Millennium Tour, the headliners were B2K was the first
Uh huh.
one. The second one was Mario and Bow Wow and Omarion, and the last one was Mario and
What show that I went to? Cause I went to one that had it was like at the Garden. They had a whole bunch of V2K. Then I went to another one like Neo, Ti, Sierra, Young Jock. I
oh
don't
no,
know.
no,
They
that
probably had
wasn't
another.
that wasn't a Millennium Tour.
So the Millennium Tour has always been B2K
Well, B2K was the first one,
and
yeah. The second one was Omarion. Omarion been on all of them, I think.
right. I gotta get my tour. I gotta get my shows together.
Yeah. Hey, you probably go to too many, bro.
Yeah, at that time, shows was the thing. That, you know, there's so many shows. I gotta remember what show that was. Cause my boy was working with Young Jock, and he gave me tickets for that one.
Yeah, I
Like,
worked with Jock too.
oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, actually, when I produced Latasha I produced Latasha from Escape. I produced her whole first project, and Young Jock is rapping on one of my songs on there.
For Latasha's first project,
It's
solo
called
project.
Solo Flight 404. That's the name of it.
Okay.
Yeah,
What was it like working with her
that's
on the
family.
solo tip?
That's family. Like when I say my sister, her birthday is the day after mine. Our son's
Okay.
birthday is the same day. Like that's my family. Like
Nice. I mean, I don't know who else. I don't know who else is there for you to work with. That you know. That I'm sure you probably been in the room with pretty much almost everybody.
Almost.
So hey, one day hopefully you get to New York, we'll be able to catch a show
Yes, sir.
over here. Hope any plans of coming on this side?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always there with Ashanti, so I know we'll get there soon. And what I'll do is I'll make sure I reach out,
Please do, please do.
Have Ron, make sure he connect us, reach out, so I can make sure
Appreciate
you
that.
come
Yeah,
through.
I'll definitely come out and support. I support her anyway because I'm a fan anyway. So I'm gonna see. But I've never I've seen her with a band one time with R. Kelly.
Oh wow.
With a Step in the Name of Love. He didn't have a band, but she did. That kind of threw me off a little bit, but
Well,
it was
that's because he was trying to keep all
yeah,
that money. But that's
exactly.
a whole nother conversation.
That was a hip hop concert on his end, but she gave us a true R&B concert. That was at the Garden, so
Yeah.
that was a dope experience. And then I've seen her with a band. I mean, with a DJ. So we keeping music alive here on the Solar Streets. It's
Yes, sir.
always this is what we do. Brothers like yourself keeping it funky, keeping it soulful, and it's just a pleasure that I get a chance to speak to creatives such as yourself and inspiring the people. Until next time, my brother, be blessed. Have a safe journey on this thing. I'm looking forward to the project, and definitely keep us posted.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, man. Be blessed.